to establish rapport with the audience, so have some sweets. I apologise. Did I hit you in the eye? I apologise. I should have issued health and safety equipment before I did that, but it makes a change because usually it's the audience throwing things at me. Now, let's get on to health and safety. At my age, as you can see, I'm the oldest one here tonight. At my age, I have to be very careful with health and safety. I can actually sprain something just by leaping to conclusions. So that's how bad things are. In fact, just back there, I think I stretched my credibility just before coming on stage. So I drove here this evening, and again, you know, conscious of safety, I drove very carefully, very slowly, because I didn't want to cause any issues. You know, I think it's important for somebody of my age to take this into consideration. And I thought I was doing really well, you know, concentrating, going slow, blue and red lights behind me. Sure enough, I get pulled over by the police. Officer comes up to the window. She says, "We've been following you through town, sir. Just wondering why you're going at a funereal pace." And I said, "Well, it's terrifying. I mean, there's buses, there's people, there's people on scooters, there's cyclists going through red lights, there's cars, I can't go." And she put a hand on my shoulder and said, there, and gave me a ticket anyway for being an insecure load. I mean, I'm with the AA, I've got breakdown cover. You try and get nervous breakdown cover. No. Now, I got back from overseas last week. I don't mean to, you know, show off or anything, but I got back, arrived at Auckland International, and the first thing they did as I'm coming through immigration is wave me over and take me into a side room. And I thought, ooh, I'm in for a good frisking. I mean, who doesn't like a good frisking? So they take me in there, and the man putting his rubber gloves on, he said, first of all, because he'd been on a health and safety course, obviously, he said, first of all, before I search you, is there anything upon your person that might harm me? I said, yes, there are three things. One is my biting sarcasm, there's my cutting edge observations, and most of all, you really need to look out for my razor-sharp wit. 24 hours later, they released me. No sense of humour whatsoever. So I'm pleased to be back in Wellington because health and safety is taken really seriously here. We've got a council that cossets us. It's like being smothered in marshmallow. We are just not trusted ourselves to look after ourselves. So Courtney Place here, when you leave here tonight, you will see in Courtney Place there are signs basically saying liquor-free zone. Now don't get excited, you know as well as I do, that is not free liquor. That means you can't drink in public in Courtney Place or anywhere in town. The thing is, in order for us all to understand what that legislation is, there are signs all over the place. And what they have is a wine bottle and a wine glass with a big circle around them and a bar through it. That means no. Thing is, I can't help feeling, from a health and safety point of view, they've misread the audience. They haven't read the room. When was the last time you saw a homeless person on the street with a bottle of Chateauneuf du Pape and a wine glass? No, that is not the drink of choice. Bro, it's a cheeky little number, a bit forward, you know, but give it another 5 years with proper cellaring, I think she'll come right. Nah, that's not what you see. And then we've got also scooters, e-scooters, and we've got e-bikes, right? Now this is good, this is progress, this is green. Except, of course, you're not allowed to drink and scoot. So on the e-scooters, no, you have a look at them next time you're there. On the e-scooters, a little circle there with a bar across it, and in that, a martini glass. Again, I think they've misread the room. I don't see residents of Roseneath scooting along with an aperitif. Do you? No, I don't think so. But now, let's come to this. These modes of transport, they're not safe. They've got electric batteries in them, don't they? And the thing is about electric batteries is they can explode. Does anybody know the name of the company that runs these pink bikes and pink scooters? Flamingo. You say Flamingo. Because the batteries explode, I say Flamingo. Right? Because that is good. What that does, thank you very much, thank you. Number one fan. What that does is build the threat and the danger into the name of the item. And I think we need more of that. I do, especially at my age. I need to know what's going to damage me. So here we've got scooters called Flamingo because they might explode. This brings me to, and it's not new, but I would like to see this more widespread. It's not new. Centuries ago was invented the cutthroat razor. I love that because it tells you in the name of the item the worst possible outcome, right? There's no need for instructions. There's no need for a list of do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. It's a cutthroat razor. And for those of you who don't know what a cutthroat razor is, because you're all younger than I am, it's basically a blade that folds into its own handle. You open it up and shave like that, very carefully. Now, it either tells you the worst possible outcome, or if you're a psycho killer, it's more of a serving suggestion. And if you want to know more about cutthroat razors, just go online to cutthroatrazors.com//jugular //larynx/throat. And I'd like to finish now with a request that, in fact, we have more and more of this type of thing. I look forward now to being able to go into a convenience store at some stage in the near future and say, I will have, please, a packet of waist-expanding biscuits, the bottle of your liver-rotting Chardonnay, and let's see, what else can I get? Oh, I know, a packet of tooth-decaying sweets. And by the way, while I'm here, can you put them all into a suffocating plastic bag for me? Thank you very much. Stay safe. Woo! Yeah.